cannot keep being host to refugees for which later on were held accountable in some way or even abused about. Refugees as a result of ethnic cleansing based in another country, and we must be the dumping ground of those people who are being deprived of their rights. We have had refugees here for over 20 years from DRC of one type of people. This is not Rwanda's problem. And we are going to ensure that everybody realizes that it is not Rwanda's problem. And starting with saying, those who think it is Rwanda's problem and not Congo's, first of all, remove these Congolese from here. Those who are coming in every day just on the actions of government and institutions, you tell me government is not functioning properly or this, or that's still none of my business. If it is to be my business, it is yours also, meaning the international community. These are the ones I'm addressing. It is as much your problem as it is mine. But I'm refusing that Rwanda should carry this burden and be insulted and abused every day about it.
Ngesonto langomhla ka-7 kuJuni 2026, uPresident Cyril Ramaphosa, the Lord and Savior, bekasikhumbuza njengabantu base-South Africa ukuthi akufanelanga sithathe umthetho siwubeke ezandleni zethu. Okwesibili, akekho umuntu onelungelo lokubuza omunye umuntu ukuthi amfuna amaphepha wakhe ukuthi ukulezwe ngokusemthethweni noma cha. Kodwa abantu afuneka benze lo msebenzi ngama-immigration officers namaphoyisa, ama-law enforcement officers. Okusikhathaze kakhulu ngoba la i-South Africa yonke ama-immigration officers kuthiwa la ko-800 and something awafikele ku-850 e-South Africa yonke. Ngithe uma ngikhuluma ngeviki eliphelele ngathi e-KZN uGeneral Mkhwanazi ubekhala nge-intake yangonyaka ophelile ukuthi ubefuna 24,000 yamaphoyisa, kodwa uhulumeni wakwazi ukumtholela 19,000 ngenxa yey'nkinga zebudget. Kodwa still ubekhala. Manje laba funeka babhekelele izwe lonke babo 800 kuzokwenza kanjani? uVuyo Zungula-ke we-ATM uze neproposal. Sizofunda lo proposal kodwa singakafiki lapho. Kunabantu abebetoyitoya ngapha eMpumalanga eMiddelburg ngeviki eliphelile. Ekutoyitoyeni kwabo bagcina sebeshaya iphoyisa. Ngiyafisa futhi ukubeka kucace lokhu ukuthi hayi ukuthi la kusuke kumasha khona abantu kusuke sekuyimash and mash. Izolo ngeSaturday abantu base-Alex bahlangene njengomphakathi batoyitoya. Abantu bakoMpumalanga bayihlanganela abatoyitoya. I-march and march mayizomasha somewhere iyabika ukuthi sobe sisendaweni ethize. Leviki eliphelile sikhulume kakhulu ngokufa kwalo mfana lo uNhlamulo. Amaphoyisa athi ugwaziwe, ukugwazwa kwakhe akuhlangene netoyitoya ebikhona ngapha eMossel Bay. Kodwa kukhona abantu abebeblame i-march and march, even though laphaya umphakathi wakhona lapho vele wasuka wona wazitoyitoyela wona. Ngakho-ke yonke i-protest ekhona manje eSouth Africa sekuthiwa i-march and march. Kulimaleka iphoyisa laphaya. Sizolifunda udaba lwaleli phoyisa. Kodwa nje mina nawe mangathiwa siyakhuluma nje sodwa singakalifunda udaba lephoyisa. Bebengeke abantu balishaya iphoyisa lingenzanga lutho lu-wrong. ikhona into ayishilo noma yenzile abantu bese bayamshaya. Isizathu esenza ukuthi ngisho njalo akushawanga wonke amaphoyisa, akushawe yena yedwa njengephoyisa. Kunesizathu ukuthi njengoba manje njengoba eselimele useyivictim funeka simzwele, ngeke kusashiwo ukuthi yena wenzeni ngoba phela abantu abasangene. Kodwa ngifisa nje ukubeka kule video ukuthi akuyona imatch and match eshayeleli iphoyisa. Ngabantu baseMpumalanga ebebetoyitoya bona, bebengahlanganise lutho nematch and match. Umphakathi nje okhathazekile ngeyinkinga. Mhlawumbe into eseyingaba common ukuthi bakhuluma ulimi olulodwa lokuthi bakhathazwe abantu abala eSouth Africa ngokungekho semthethweni. Ilokho mhlawumbe singakukhuluma. Kodwa akuyona imatch and match. Ngifisa ukukuhlukanisa lokho asifunde statement. Police in Mpumalanga acted decisively against the attack of a lieutenant colonel during a march involving about 2,000 participants in Middelburg on Tuesday, 9 June 2026. Nkazmulo Mabhena, who's 31, who has since been released with a 5,000 rand bail by the Middelburg Magistrate Court, facing a charge of assault with intent to cause grievous bodily harm, took his chances, but he was arrested together with another suspect arrested for theft after allegedly engaging in looting. Members of SAPS and other law enforcement agencies were deployed to monitor and ensure public safety during the event. In the afternoon of the said day, some protesters reportedly became unruly. One group is said to have entered a residential complex and engaged in searches. It was during this period when the police officer was reportedly assaulted and sustained injuries. While trying to maintain order, without hesitation, police acted immediately and stamped its authority by arresting Nkazmulo for the assault of the member. Protesters are continuously urged to refrain from violence and criminality. Phoyisa bathi shayeke lapha emafletini akekho waziyo ukuthi lenzeni, kodwa labafo laba bona bese beqala ukulutha, ingakho ke begcine beboshwa. Asidluleke singena dabeni leli lika Vuyo Zungula.
So there's people just already sitting there waiting for themselves to express just how frustrated they are. So people have been begging, guys, we want to take it to the streets to show just how unhappy we are about the status quo. So currently we are worried though about the amount of infiltration. You know, people want to see us fail so bad. So we worry that if we just say, go ahead and march, like people are just going to go crazy, start looting, start doing all these ridiculous things. So the current plan is that we have organized marches in certain places with leaders. Okay. So those leaders are the people who will account for those marches. Anything else, so all the police that are going to be aware, they're going to know of the times, they're going to know where we're going. People are who's leading that march in which province, kanjalo. That's where we want to go right now. One central point for all these different marches in these different provinces, so that we don't have a problem where people are doing nonsense and using march and match to say it's who we are. We don't represent violence. We don't represent crime of looting or killing people or anything of that sort. That's why it's been a year and more of us still being here, consistently just going to the streets and marching.
Bekubalekile ukuthi ngiyifake le video ngoba uma ngobe selokanele kwaZuma uyacacisa la ukuthi imarch and march uma bezoyomarcha somewhere amaphoyisa bayawazisa nomuntu ozobe responsible for leyo march leyo, then bese kuyamashwa kuyaziwa ukuthi leyo imarch and march. Ngicizelela lelaphuza ukuthi ukushayeka kwephoyisa ayishawanga imarch and march, sekungaba abantu nje mhlawumbe abayizondayo asebezothi yayibona ke imarch and march senzeni ifinance nalento kaNhlamulo khulume ngayo. Ngathi ukufa kaNhlamulo amalungu omphakathi aseMossel Bay avela abakusuke okubasukile ngokuba frustrated nabo batoyitoya kwagcina kulimala abantu abawu3 in total, abobhuti abawu2 okuthiwa baseMozambique noNhlamulo. Ngathi ke ngoba abantu bebetoyitoya bese kuthiwa imarch and march, besilungisa lokho asiqhubeke.
Look, I think okokuqala nje, I'm very disappointed President ngoba if you're going to solve a problem, Felix, you go and you find out what the problem is.
Sure.
You find out the extent of the problem. You find out what is reasonable within the means to make it solvable, right? And from the speech, I can tell you, of every corner, of every office, I've gone there. I know what the challenges are, and I can tell you that he's not going to be able to solve it in the approach that he's given. He's talking about technology, technology. He didn't go into detail with what technology. Currently at the BMA, they've got 2 drones. I know there was another one that they had borrowed that didn't belong to them. There's a lot of problems at the BMA. So we don't have that technology that he's talking about. Second to that, he was talking about increasing going around and making sure that people are documented, which is currently impossible because they don't have enough immigration officers to do that. There's only 800 immigration officers in the entire country. 800. Here in KZN, there's only 7 for the entire province. That's one of the problems. You cannot have 800 immigration officers and then say you'll have 10,000 labor inspectors. These 10,000 labor inspectors that you're increasing with, who are they going to be working with? But now here's my thing. If the president wanted to solve the problem, there's 2 issues here. There's an issue of the border, which is not secure. Currently, our border is only functional at 25%, leaving us 75% open to anyone.
Yes.
Oh, you don't want to know when it comes to the army. The army, SANDF, doesn't have jurisdiction to work at the border. So they just stand there basically and just make sure that they're patrolling. So basically, they're patrollers.
Yes.
Right? And this was under an operation that they had, I think, during COVID. So they're not really deployed there. It's just an operation that was done to have them go to the border. So like I'm saying, 75% of the country is open. At the sea, we have 1 scanner machine, which means everything that's coming into the country only has 1 scanner. So we don't know what else is coming. If there's 4,000 things coming in at the same time, a container, we can only use 1 scanner to scan all of them. The problems are many. The problems are many. I can go on. But currently, what he said is impractical.
Ethale i-ATM yayibhala ngomhla ka-2 kuJune 2026 bayithumela nge-email bethumelela uMinister ifundeka kanje. Dear Honorable Minister, urgent proposal to strengthen immigration enforcement through the integration of Amapanyaza into a formal immigration reserve capacity. I write to you representing the African Transformation Movement to place before you a matter of urgent national importance relating to immigration control, state capacity and public safety. Across many communities in South Africa, there is a growing and escalating concern regarding the impact of illegal and undocumented migration on public safety, local economies, and law enforcement capacity. These concerns are increasingly expressed in township areas, informal trading environments, and urban business districts where state enforcement presence is often stretched or inconsistent. Communities consistently raise alarm regarding alleged criminal and illicit activities linked to weak immigration enforcement, including but not limited to 1. Organized criminal syndicates involved in cross-border drugs trafficking. 2. Human trafficking networks and the exploitation of women and minors. 3. Hijackings and violent crimes, concentrating in central urban hotspots. 4. Distribution of counterfeit goods, unsafe or expired food products, and contraband. 5. The rise of unregulated retail networks and so-called spicer shop mafias. 6. Widespread documentation, fraud, and abuse of identity systems. These concerns have contributed to heightened tensions in several areas, with communities increasingly demanding stronger and more visible enforcement of immigration laws and tighter control of South Africa's border and internal compliance system. It is within this context that this proposal is made. The Gauteng Crime Prevention Wardens, commonly known as Amapanyaza, represent an existing structure and deployed enforcement capacity. This presents an opportunity for national government to expand enforcement reach without duplicating infrastructure. It is therefore proposed that Department considers absorbing Amapanyaza as immigration officers, drawing from suitable, vetted and trained members of Amapanyaza under a formal legal and operational framework. The South African state is currently operating under significant enforcement strain in both border and urban environment, with a national population of approximately 63 million people. And according to a 2022 national consensus conducted by Statistics South Africa, 4 million immigrants are undocumented, placing the 832 immigration officers' enforcement capacity under severe constraint, resulting in a significant capacity between the scale of immigration compliance challenges and the number of officials available to address them. A coordinated enforcement capacity therefore offers a practical mechanism to expand operational coverage, enhance monitoring capabilities, and strengthen compliance enforcement while maintaining a unified and integrated governance framework. Amapanyaza already constitute a deployed enforcement structure. This proposal seeks to elevate and integrate that capacity into a national coordinated immigration enforcement support framework under Home Affairs. The effectiveness of any immigration enforcement strategy is ultimately dependent not only on personnel numbers but also on availability of modern operation resources. It is therefore imperative that the department ensure that immigration officers are adequately equipped with the necessary tools of trade to perform their duties efficiently, safely, and lawfully. This should include access to biometric verification devices, mobile fingerprint scanners, handheld document readers capable of detecting fraudulent passports and permits, secure tables linked to a departmental database, body-worn cameras for accountability and evidence gathering, two-way communication radios, vehicle-mounted digital verification system, and real-time access to immigration, citizenship, and movement control database. Honorable Minister, this submission is made in recognition of the urgent need to strengthen the state capacity in responding to immigration enforcement challenges and ensuring that law-abiding communities are protected through visible, effective, and coordinated enforcement mechanisms. The current environment requires practical institutional innovation and better utilization of existing enforcement resources. This proposal seeks to contribute constructively to that objective. Ma-leaders wonke ezepolitiki, i-ATM eza neproposal eyisixazululo senkinga. Ngoba abanye nje into abayenzayo bathola iplatform, bablame labantu abatoyitoyayo, bablame ama-South African, basho khona ukuthi ba-xenophobic. Abezi neyixazululo ukuthi lento enikhala ngayo bantu base-South Africa inga-addresswa kanjani. Kodwa i-ATM ibhalela uminister, uthi minister, uyayibona into eyenzakalayo. Yebo khona fanele abantu ababuza abanye ama-passport nani ukuthi bale kule country ngokusemthethweni kuba ama-immigration officers. Njoba beyi-830 South Africa wonke kuzokwenza kanjani? Thatha bona laba ngoba vele bakhona. Niqale ke manje ukuze kuzokwazi ukuxazuleka lenkinga. Sikhuluma ngabantu lana abeza nexazululo, hayi abantu abathola iplatform ba-attack abantu base South Africa, babiza abanye ngamagama. Nangomunye ngeviki eliphelile ubiza abanye ngeyigebengu. Uma sebethi nayo uyisela ngokwakhe, sethi uzogijimela enkantolo. Siphila ke kwi-South Africa enjalo. Nama leader njalo asowabuka. Asowabuka nje ama leader. Uyayibona le ATM beza ne-solution to inkinga ekhona. Abanazi isikhathi sohamba beblame abantu base South Africa ngoba bayaqonda i-frustration ehlasela abantu base South Africa, kodwa kunalokho ba-propose i-solution endaweni e-right. Awukazi uzovuya uzungule ekhuluma ngalento. Into ayenzile babhalele uminister wakwa-Home Affairs. Minister, nayi i-proposal esiza nayo. Ngoba ukuhamba ukhuluma la kuma-TV nakuma-radio akuyilethi ixazululo. Uthathe i-proposal wayisendaweni e-right. Sekuyoba kuminister ukuthi uyibuka kanjani nethimba lakhe, ukuthi bayibuka kanjani lento eshiwoyo, ngeke ikwazi ukulekelela na. Ngoba ekugcineni kosuku government finance lokho kufanele. Futhi ugovernment unawo amandla. Lento isho uvuyo uzungula uma bengayiplana within a week ngaba khona. Khona imali government. Lama body camera ekhuluma ngayo na yonke into la ishoyo. Ilento into engenzeka within a week. It's only a political will. Angiyibambeke le video. Cela ukuze ukuphala kwakho la comment section. Ngizwe ukuthi wena ubona kanjani. Ungakhohlwa ukusubscribe, ucomment, ushare, ulike. Ungasupporta ngokuba imember le channel. Iqala ku R40 kuya phezulu ngenyanga. Ungasupporta futhi ngokusidonatela noma ngamalini khona account kwi comment ephiniwe.